How's it going? Thought I'd do a little bit of a clip just while I'm filling up the top-up tank here about this little thing we made up. Paul gave me the idea for this, thanks mate. It's basically a little air spear or a little air stick. What it's made from is 13mm blue stripe. This is a high pressure line. You can actually put your town water through this. It's only 13mm, so it's small, 1/2 inch. It's got a stopper at the end, just a barb fitting pushed in. And up the end here I got 4 holes on this side and 4 holes drilled on this side. Down the other end I have a 6mm to 13mm or 1/2 inch or quarter inch to 1/2 inch reducer. The air line from the compressor goes onto this, and basically we use it to help get the chlorine out of the water. As you can see, it delivers quite a bit with that little compressor we got. So it just helps burn the chlorine, burn or dissipate the chlorine from the water. So in an emergency situation I can pretty much well fill this up and within 24 hours use this to help top up the fish. So it's not an ideal situation. I prefer to leave it for a day or two, but if I have to, I can use this method. So just turn off the water here. That looks full enough. So it's a great little easy build. It only cost me, I'd say it'd be well and truly under the $3–4 mark here. So I have a whole heap of this pipe around, some extra line. The only thing I actually had to buy was this little barb fitting, and I think it cost 80 cents. So all in all, a very cheap build. So the way I actually get this, because if you just throw it on top it's not going to do much. So what I do to weight this down so it sinks to the bottom is I grab this pump. This is just the little, it's a 2,500 litre an hour pump we use to pump the water from here into the sump tank. What I do is I get this spear, just a bit of a balancing act, pull the pipe off, put it through the handle in the pump, and just connect the barb fitting back on. Pull it through a little bit, wedge it in there. There you go. So it gets wedged into the handle like that. Sink the pump down the bottom, and that way it just stays down there. A bit hard to see, but kink the line. If you look, it's just staying down there on the pump. So yeah, a great little build. Thank you very much, Paul, for explaining it to me. So it really came in handy when I was cleaning out the little constant flow bed we had down the back of the system. We've had a few nitrite issues of late and I'm trying to get a handle on them, and I thought that bed was one of the culprits. So I actually made up this little spear for that, and I was shoving it down in the base of the grow bed, and yeah, it released so much gunk. Just the action of the bubbles itself brings and separates a lot of the gunk from the media down the bottom, brings it up to the top, mixes it all through, and then I could just drain it straight out. So there's a bit of anaerobic activity going on in the bottom of that grow bed, so I'm glad it's out of the system. It'll be reborn into something else. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you this nice little neat little easy DIY air pipe. You could easily turn something like this into the bubblers for the bottom of your fish tank. Hook it in, weighted down of course, in the bottom of your large fish tank. Maybe with smaller diameter holes so you get the smaller bubble, finer mist. So I really think that little air spear is going to come in handy when it comes to cleaning out the other grow beds. I think they're due for a clean out before we hook up the other fish tanks and expand the system, so definitely be getting a workout there. Also, like I said, great for just helping to burn off the chlorine, dissipate off the chlorine from your top-up water as well, and maybe just as an emergency air supply in your fish tank if you need it, if your stones break or whatever. So I hope you find that useful. Any comments, questions, suggestions, just drop them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. Other than that, have a great one, take it easy. Catch ya.